So here we are, and we are here on day 2. It is Sunday morning, and I forgot to do a little bit of the journey vlog before, but I think maybe it's been the same talk about last night. I got joined against Mr. Larry Miller, who I believe before now head-to-head with 1-1.
Yes.
We haven't played a lot, have we? And it was Supply Run. So how have you been? How's your tournament?
2 wins, 2 losses, so gone even.
Well, yesterday?
Yeah,
cool. So that's the same as mine, probably why we're playing each other. Good game today?
Yeah. I'm enjoying having horses on the hero lists. They do a lot better.
Talk about your army?
Yep.
What you had?
My army is incredibly fluffy. Obviously. It is
Very strong thing. In case you're worried about this, he's only got 3 models. It's not going to take me hours to move them over.
So first of all, we have Megalas on horse. Yeah, we have Megalas on horse. Then we have Thorin on horse with another Orcrist. Pony. And Oaken Shield.
Dual Orcrist.
And then the third one is a ranger from the north. His father, Arathorn, is a good man. His son, in time, might be a great man. In the wilds, he's known as Strider. His real name you must discover for yourself.
Why, Dad? Just tell me it. It'll make it so much easier to find him.
It's definitely it's a what if Thorin survived, went to the Council of Elrond instead of Gimli, joined the Fellowship, 3 hunters and got a pony somewhere, and found another Orcrist.
It's a kind of shiny swords collective, isn't it?
Yes.
Or double Orcrist, but no Andrew.
No points.
So yeah, it's kind of a cool all-hero army. That can be, I imagine, if things go your way, incredibly distracting.
Yes. The first 2 games they kind of just slaughtered through things.
If Aragorn and Thorin in particular, well, no, actually Megalas now.
Yeah.
But if those 2 heroes get to the enemy, if Aragorn's 3 Might Droid, Legolas's fight 7, and Thorin's Defense 8 is going to destroy him. You just got to save the horse. So we were playing Supply Run on a very cool board, which we'll show you in a minute. Supply Run's a Seize the Prize variant, which is again very good, I think. There's 3 prizes in the middle. You still have to pick them up on 4+, and then you have to take them off your own board edge. But of course, the difference being because there's more than 1 prize, it's not all over straight away. As soon as you get the prize.
And also they're heavy objects.
Yes, that's a very important change.
So 1 model can only move from half, and you need 2 to move at full speed, which is awkward when you only have 3 models.
And that's also, even for a normal army, that's 2 of your models down. If you've got 3, that's 6 of your models down.
Yeah.
So it's different tactics, definitely. You get 5 victory points for everyone you get off, 3 victory points for carrying 1, and 1 victory point if you're nearest it. So a lot more to think about. So, seeing the matchup, of course, I was thinking this is a good matchup.
Yes.
This is, he has to. The best thing about Larry's army is his horses, and to pick up the prizes, he has to dismount. You also can't pass a heavy object to cavalry. That's right. So that was good. So we deployed fairly standard. You called a couple of road marches to get forward. I did a road march with Thorin to kind of get up there ready for the next turn. Legolas did me a very good job by auto hitting your Legolas's horse. And he rolled a 5, so he didn't even have to use any might on it. That was a pretty spectacular start. It was basically it was your Aragorn throwing against my dwarves, and my elves against Legolas.
And quite crucially, Thorin failed to pick up the prize after dismounting.
Yes, on the first turn, which would have made a difference, definitely. So then, second time we charged in, and I had the choice of either charging because Thorin had dismounted. My Thorin opportunity could either charge Thorin on the floor and probably have a good advantage, or charge Aragorn on the horse to stop him then charging my dwarves. And I went for Aragorn, which I'm not. I think on reflection was the best idea. I then started moving up towards the other prize. I think I dug 1 up that turn. Maybe
No, I think you failed the first turn.
In combat then, things went ridiculously well for me because Aragorn rolled a 3 highest. having used the right move, I believe.
Yep.
And Thorin rolled 6, so to save his horse, Aragorn had to use all 3 men.
Yes.
So he then killed Thorin's pony.
And did a wound on him.
And
so took fate.
I took a fate on Thorin, which I was fine with. all three of Aragorn's might for a dead pony, I'll quite happily take that.
You didn't need it.
Yeah. Then a bunch of dwarves charged into Thorin, and he just, for a few turns, beat them off, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe around the same time, a couple of dwarves picked up the prize in the middle.
Yeah.
And so over on the side with Larry's Legolas, I was starting to move 2 prizes back. But then Megalus, even on foot, just started chopping through everything, going two-handed with Orcrist and just slicing through doors. I think did he kill two dwarves in the same turn? At 3?
Yes.
Fought them off, just chopped 2 dwarves open. So my kind of holding him up tactics weren't working really well. Legolas, thankfully for me, then auto shit. It's not swearing, it's a slip of the tongue. Auto shot Aragorn's horse.
Yes.
Did have to use 2 might on that one, but again, definitely worth it to get it off. Was pleased with that. And then you kind of entered this second stage of the game, didn't we, where I got one of the prizes off, and then you broke me. Because I started to move more back, I think. Your heroes were chopping through more.
Well, Aragorn was doing amazingly.
Aragorn was a beast.
He was killing more dwarves leading 6s on foot than he probably should have.
Yeah. There's no lead or breaking VPs.
Yeah.
All that mattered was the prizes. So as soon as I got what I did was I had 2 models carrying the prizes off.
Yeah.
I got them to the board edge and then walked 1 model off the next turn with it, like 2.5 inches, so I kept the other model on the board. And then when Legolas just got really mad,
Yes.
and charged into, he charged into my Legolas.
Yeah.
And a dwarf. And what I was basically doing whenever you were fighting Legolas, I was piercing striking with the dwarves to make them juicy targets rather than striking Legolas. So Larry's got 3 attacks, the dwarf goes down to defense 4, rolls it, kills him. So, alright, fair enough. So he's got 2 attacks left. 5 through Legolas, 2 5s, right. Legolas got 3 fate, fails them all, Legolas dead. But in essence, you caused 5 wounds.
Yes.
No, 6. 3 fate, 2 wounds on Legolas and a dwarf.
Yeah.
3 attack Legolas.
And there's this Legolas stood on his own.
Yeah. Which also broke me. But thankfully, I kind of prepared for that with the second prize going off, and I had enough models there. And I think one of them fled the table down there, and then I got the second prize off, and a couple of them fled, and Aragorn now chased down the third prize and was fighting the dwarf who was cowering, holding it.
Yeah, so he dropped it.
Because if you charge and roll an area object, he drops it. Aragorn charges into combat.
Yep.
Kills the dwarf on the roll of a 6.
Yes.
Which would 25% me end the game.
And we only get 1 VP because I'm only near it, not carrying it.
So what does Larry do?
I might have the 6 down to a 5, keep the dwarf alive for 1 more turn.
Keeps the turn going. Then picks up next turn, free heroic move, picks up the prize, legs it back towards his own table edge.
Yep.
And the dwarf promptly fails his courage test. So at the end, Aragorn's holding 1 prize and for 3 VPs, and I got 2 prizes off the table for 10 VPs. But
we never mentioned our epic duel.
Oh, of course, yeah. After Aragorn started chasing down the other prize, Thorin on foot started fighting Thorin on foot, and just hit each other softly around the face for about 6 turns of combat.
I think you took 2 fate for the entire game.
And that was in the last turn.
Yeah.
So the 3 turns, one of them won. I think you won most of them.
Yeah.
Just couldn't wound. So that's what happens when you get a strength 4, defense 8 models fighting each other. Tied fight. So that was quite fun, just watching them beat the hell out of each other. So you had a Thorin v Thorin and a Legolas v Legolas.
Yes.
Which was quite cool. And so as much as I won 10-3, if you look at the board, I got 25%ed. I had 2 Mike Elves and Thorin left. He hadn't been wounded, and Larry hadn't lost 1.
No.
But in terms of, if there was breaking, you'd get those points definitely. You would kill Thorin eventually. There's no way I'm taking down any of those. But so I did manage to do a wound. I did a wound on Legolas, which took some fate in life.
Yeah, you took 1 fate down and 1.
But yeah, so it was good. It was fun. But it was one of those games that was going to be an upward struggle. Good game. Thank you very much. You did. Much enjoyed it. What I'll do is show you the table. And this is Larry's army. So we have Thorin with Orcus and the Oaken Shield, Megalas on horse, and Aragorn. And this was the rather cool board we were playing over. Kind of like old town board, which is quite funky. Got some nice scenery around here. Really cool. That's one of the old Warhammer terrain pieces, I think. And some of these nice buildings. And these were the final positions. So I had these two elves here. One of the prizes came off just here, so these were kind of protecting him a bit. Facing off against Megalith in the middle there. We had Aragorn, who had the prize and was legging it back. And over here we have the Thorin v Thorin ineffective duel. And those are the last places. So only 6 models on the table. So Larry took out 17 of my models across the game, which was very impressive. And that was the end of the game. We'll come back for the next one. Okay, and here we are at the start of round 5 of 6. So the penultimate game. Shut up, sir. And here we are with my opponent, Gethin Watkins. How you doing, sir?
Yeah, not bad.
We've never played before?
No.
How's your tournament been going?
It's been going alright. I've got 2 wins, draw, 2 losses, so I'm pretty happy with that. 2 wins, a draw and 2 losses. So I'm on 3 wins. So I'm obviously, I presume that means I'm on the worst VPs. Mine's
with 3
got
wins.
a bonus tournament point.
That could do it. Larry robbed me of my bonus tournament point in the last game. But we are going to be playing Total Domination, which is a cool but quite complicated scenario. It's essentially like Domination. Here's deployment. We've got my elves and my dwarves down here on this kind of table, and over there we've got Gethin's army, which is Gimli, his leader, with a bunch of Khazad guards, and the Elven twins leading a bunch of warriors of armor. Hiding over there, which is a fairly horrible matchup for me because they're all defense 6. So you've got 5 objectives as normal. There are no points for breaking or leader kills, and in addition to that, you have to keep track, sort of like Lords of Battle, over who's done the most wounds. You don't have to keep. It's not about how many wounds you do, but whoever does the most wounds over the course of the game gets an extra 3 VP, so kind of like an extra objective. And there's another special rule that anytime a model dies, you roll a dice, and on a 4+, it comes back on from your board edge. So, and you can't be broken. So the numbers will just keep running back, and it's either you have all 5 objectives uncontested, which I'm pretty sure is impossible, given that the models constantly come back, or the time ends. So this one is just going to go to time, I think. So it's going to be a real slog, I think, trying to constantly chop through everything, and I think that gives you the advantage.
I think I have the initial advantage, but then it'll come down to tactics and strategy.
I think even if I do manage to kill a bunch with shooting, they'll just come back. So yeah, it's going to be a very interesting game, I think, and I don't really know what the tactics will be, and we'll come back afterwards and tell you how it went. So hello, and here we are at the end of game 6, and we just played Total Domination. Good game.
Yeah.
So, spoiler free, obviously, to begin with, what happened?
There was a massive clash in the middle at the start. It was quite close until like midway through the game, and then you started to roll ahead of it.
Yeah, Leggy got lucky early on by killing both the twins' horses, which is great. And then I kind of almost tried to not kill the twins, so they didn't get the horses back. That was huge. Both fought fast without using might. Although my might achieved nothing. Throughout the game,
literally nothing.
Thorin charged 2 Khazads that had 2 spear supports. He rolled 4 highest and had to use 2 might to stop his pony dying. And my other 4 might points were all spent on heroic moves, which I lost the roll for. So I suppose you could say I drew 4 of your might, but
it wasn't. I have 9 might, so
it wasn't the best use of my might, I think. But yeah, there's a clash in the middle where just gradually I think I began to get the upper hand. And we were both kind of sitting on our home objectives. Because the interesting thing about this is it's normal domination, because you know you're going to get reinforcements.
Yeah, that's why I left one of my objectives free, so that when you actually killed some stuff, it would then move along. But it's the same with mine. Like one of the home ones here, I didn't have anyone, and it was in a wood, so I knew I needed an elf, and I was praying you'd kill an elf soon. I was like, oh, come on, please. But then gradually, because the other thing was the last objective of the kills, and it was really, really even. I think I was about 3 ahead for a long time. That's not and then not entirely sure why. There was just one turn where it swung.
Yeah.
Where the numbers finally, I think because maybe you had more models to begin with, so as I killed more of yours, you had less in the middle because of the reinforcements.
Yeah, because I've got like 12 models over in that corner, whereas you had still quite a few in the middle.
And I gradually be able to like brought the horse to bear in the middle, which was started killing, and then got comfortably ahead on the kills. So I think I then thought, okay, well I've got that objective. And then you kind of got into that second stage of it, didn't you? As that scrap ended, it was then about trying to grab the other objectives. And I managed to kill a twin, which I was pleased with, who then came back on the horse again. And then he shot his horse again.
He failed the first one, which I think if he had come on in the first roll, he might have had a chance, because then I could have heroic march to try and get towards this objective.
Because I thought for the centre one, when he came back on, I thought, no, I don't need another elf twin horse charging in there just after I've slumped my way through everything. And then we then both took a punt on taking one of the other same objectives. So you sent a little dwarf party out to find me, and I think you had 3 dwarves, and I killed 2 of. There were 3 one-on-one fights, and I killed 2 of your dwarfs in the same turn with 6s, which was just obscene. But then you were able to get the elf twin in, which I'll show you when I show the board, to kind of contest that. Whereas I sent 3 Mirkwood Rangers, because they weren't really much used to being in combat in the main battle line, over to try and kind of maybe snipe a couple of your reinforcements, or to maybe just get one guy surviving. And they were against, I don't know, about 10 or 15 Khazards and Warriors of Honor. I think they shot one.
They killed one Khazard was shooting and one warrior was shooting, I think.
Yeah.
And then
charged in. There were 3 of them, and in one turn, all 3 won the combat. The old knife rock fighter rules, so 2 attacks each.
Yeah.
All 3 of them won the combat, and 2 of them killed a Khazard, which was amazing. So it was like, that was 2 of them. And then the next turn, one of them went down, the other 2 won and killed another Khazard.
Yeah.
So I actually had, I nearly won it, I think. I mean, you had 6, and I had 2.
I had 2.
But they were able to contest that one. So it ended up with, and Gimli right at the end, instead of dying like a good little boy, fought everyone off so he contested the middle. So it ended up, it's quite even, quite interesting, but we were both holding one objective, so that was 3 all.
You had 2 contested.
Yeah, I had more models on 2 of them, so that was that's a point each, so that's 5-3. You had 1, so that's 5-4, and then I got 3 points for having more kills, which was 28 to 18.
So you beat me by 10.
But as soon as you get ahead with that, it just snowballs, doesn't it? As soon as you do get an advantage. So it ended up with a it was 5 objectives and then 8. So 8-4 to me, but really interesting. I didn't like the idea of it at the start.
No, it was.
I thought the reinforcements
really
sounded a bit
confusing.
Yeah, I was like, it's going to be too much trouble. But I actually thought at those points levels, with an hour and a half, it was actually really good. It was really tense.
Yeah.
It changes your tactics for domination, because you do tend to maybe push forward a bit more, knowing that you've got reinforcements.
Yeah, but I think if it was to be higher points, you would have to have obviously more time, because we did get cut straight to the wire at the time.
But then, of course, the other part of that is because you're not rated your any models, you've got no idea. That's a 450 point game where you've pretty much got all your models on the table at the end. I've got 4 dead models at the end of the game.
Yeah.
So that means that every turn towards the end is taking longer as well. But it's really good. I just actually Sam Page, he was suggesting that he thought it might be interesting if the reinforcements came on like the whole ground. So everyone could get reinforcements. That'd really mix it up. Because you'd never know if your objectives are safe.
Yeah, and then because we both just charged towards the middle, hoping that our reinforcements would come in. Yeah. But if they didn't come on round the border, just then it'd be a lot.
Yeah, interesting.
It's like if the elf twin had come over here, that would have messed you up.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, gosh, yeah. But yeah, again, I'm not just saying this because Ali's lurking out. It's another custom scenario that I actually really enjoyed.
Yeah,
it was really good, really nice twist, and definitely feels like the games we're playing here are very, very good. Yeah, cheers very much, mate. Thanks for the great game, and good luck in the final game. See how we do. And so here we are now with Mr. Alistair King, the co-TO of the event. Thought we'd sit down and have a bit of a chat. We're on lunch on the second day. Thought we'd have a chat about how you think it's gone.
So far, so we've got one more game to play. It's all gone pretty smoothly. A lot smoother than I anticipated, which has meant that I haven't had as much to do as I would, which is kind of what you want though as a TO, really. There haven't been any major issues. The social went quite well last night, I thought, with food and all that.
I like eating at 10 o'clock.
Everyone did get more than that. All the scenarios that we've done so far, the custom scenarios have gone quite well.
Yeah, so is it 5 custom scenarios?
Yeah, so we played rescue twice at the beginning, and then 5 custom scenarios, and we played 4 of them so far.
So what made you go down the 5 custom scenarios?
Well, I've been doing like the tournaments for about 2 years now, the GBHL league, and it gets to a point where once you go into a certain amount of tournaments, it all gets a bit samey, sort of doing the 9 scenarios really that get listed. So basically just to do it different and see how it sort of works out.
And how do you think they've been going?
Generally speaking, they've all gone pretty well. Got quite good feedback on sort of breakthrough, taking hold. Can't even remember all of them.
Supply chain?
Supply run. Yeah, that one was quite interesting. And we just did total domination, which originally was the most contentious one, I'd say, out of the lot.
It's the one that, like, for me, I said at the start that for me it felt like it would be a slog because you know the game just never gets any slower or any quicker. But actually, I said after it was great. I loved it. It was interesting from Sam Page suggested if they came on like whole ground.
Yeah, because actually, when I was writing and playtesting scenarios, Total Domination was my favourite one to play when I was playtesting it. And I did consider the whole ground, so Mount Think Battle, like where you come on either edges. But I kind of I decided not to then. And I think it's because actually one thing, all the scenarios have got a linking background threat.
Yeah.
And so the idea is when you're sort of in the trenches, if you make sense, so it's the battle of the sun, that sort of thing, so it's trying to make up ground. So I think theme-wise, I decided that I preferred it going that way, and also it made it a little bit less random, so you could apply the tactics a bit more, if that makes sense.
And if you suddenly, like, we're using an example, like killing elf twin suddenly arrives behind your army.
Yeah.
I think they'll both be good, but it's just very different.
Yeah.
That you can, it was interesting because you do kind of push further forward because you know you're going to get guys back.
Yeah.
Are they? No, I mean, if you're...
we'll have donuts. Are you offering donuts?
Is that... Oh, amazing.
Out of reach.
No! Damn street. Amazing.
Right in the tournament organiser.
Thank you. Yeah, so that was great. But yeah, they're very interesting. And the thing is, most tournaments now have a custom scenario. I like some of them and I don't like some of them. And I think you've done a really good job of making scenarios that clearly feel like the original ones, but are different. You know, they genuinely offer a different tactical challenge rather than the same tournament with slightly different deployment. Don't you think?
Have you got? Is that yours?
Yeah. Sit for my couch.
Just wash it down. Right. Right. What was the question?
Your ones don't. Your custom scenarios seem to offer different tactical challenges rather than just being.
Nearly all the scenarios at some point where I took one of the basic or original existing scenarios that we often play. So we got Domination is the obvious one. Sea Surprise.
Hold ground, just take it.
Hold Ground. So no, that one actually started off as high ground, but then it ended up changing to be a bit more like Holger. Recon, and what was the other one?
You've got the kind of Lord to Battle thing going on in Total Domination.
Yeah, and it was basically just, so it started off with the template, because I know that's what I was working at, and then just, normally it's just adding one special rule to just to sort of change it up. So supply run, it's basically, because a usual model of that is that you've got 3 objectives for C supplies.
We've run through it.
So it's like one which they had at Bitcoin last month. Changed up so it's a heavy object and you've got to get off the board, your own board edge.
Heavy object makes a huge difference. Even that, with one prize makes a huge difference. You need 2 models, cavalry can't carry it or be past it, which makes. I think you get rid of monsters.
Yeah.
Because like eagles or Sheila can still pick it up, can still run off it, and they're too fast. I think you should be 25 mil models.
Yeah.
But yeah, having 3 is great.
Yeah, because also a lot of these scenarios, I mentioned it a minute ago, but I was theming the scenario to sort of the background of what you imagine the objective of the scenario would be. So it's like, I don't like the idea of like with the modified Caesar prize where you get the prize and you run off your opponent's board edge.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of there going, why would you take the prize to your opponent's camp essentially? So, and it was a pretty simple mod actually, that one. It was just make it a heavy object and then I bumped it up to 3. Which then makes it a lot more interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. You just don't have, particularly at low points value, you just don't have the numbers to take the 3. And then you've got to overextend yourself for something. You've also done, I'm not sure we talked about this too much on the clips, but you've also done special rules for every game.
Oh yeah.
Like a random special rule for every scenario. It's been quite fun.
Yeah, so
+1 courage for all good models.
Yeah, so +1 courage all good, +1 courage all evil.
-1 to shooting.
-1 to shooting. Damian liked that one in the first game. Then there was
the screw Scott slope, so if you lose a fight, rocks fall on you from someone.
Oh no, she slipped over.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And on a 1, you're knocked at prone, which is fairly. And then the magic one.
And the magic one, so all +1 to all casting values, and then everyone else gets magic resistance as well. So that's kind of win-lose situations for sort of heavy caster armies.
I think ultimately, if you're facing casters, you do better at that.
Yeah.
Like, because eventually, particularly this race, they'll sap your will, and so suddenly having magic resistance every model is very, very useful.
Yeah. And they were something that I kind of always wanted to do, just kind of like change up sort of scenarios. It's like little things which won't make a massive difference, but kind of can make the game a bit more fun to play.
Sound pages. Is it sound page?
Yeah.
Is that his name?
2 seconds.
Vote for Sam Page's best army.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. Did he win?
To be fair, they did play each other. Did Sam let you win? Did you beat Sam?
I did beat him.
He did beat Sam, so there you go.
Sam Page bribing his way to high score. But yeah, so special rules, custom science, made the whole thing
Yeah.
So we have 1 game left.
Yeah, 1 game left, which is cut off the head.
The tournament is between 2 people, is that right?
The tournament is realistically between 2 people.
Mr. Ed Ball and Josh Tripp.
Yeah. Although, however, there is a scenario which another 4 or 5 people stand a chance of winning it.
But just deeply unlikely.
It's not deeply unlikely, but it's just unlikely.
So, I mean, this has already happened. So what would have to happen for that? Like a draw in the first one.
So if Ed wins or draws, I'm pretty sure he's won it.
Right.
If Josh Triffitt wins and gets the additional victory point, tournament point,
Which you get if you win by more than 10 victories.
which actually has made it very interesting.
Yeah, that's another nice addition.
Then he'll win. If he wins without the additional tournament point, anyone who's below him, because he's only one ahead of another 4 players, I think, 5 players on tournament points. So if any of them then win with and get the additional victory point, tournament point, and then it comes down to total VPs across the entire thing. So in theory, it's still between 6 people, which is quite unique, really, at this point in the tournament.
I think that's the benefit of 7 games.
Yeah, so 7 games and the
Free tournament. But yeah, so well done.
Thank you.
It's been a great event.
Still about 2 hours for it to go on.
Yeah, so could still go on. And you will be, your next one is at the league final?
Yeah, so it's a league final which is 10th and 11th of December.
Long way away, yeah.
That's the provisional date though.
So it's been awesome. Make sure you sign up for that at Firestorm. And here we are at the start of Game 7, the last game, the end of all things, with Mr. Nathan Ward. How you doing, man?
Yeah, very good.
And we are very well, thank you. And we're getting our first game ever, which is cool. It's long overdue. We've been at a lot of tournaments together. Always managed to dodge each other. And you've got Wood Elves, classic Wood Elves, Lord of the Rings era Wood Elves. Looks like Legolas with an elven cloak, who's lurking back there, Thranduil, and a banner, and then just what is it, about 20 Wood Elves or something?
It's 26.
26 Wood Elves in total.
24.
And so he's obviously deployed over there, and I am deployed here in my line, and we are playing a custom scenario called Cut Off the Head, which sounds quite cool.
Yeah, so basically you get victory points for each leader you kill, no, each hero, sorry, which is 3 points per hero, and then you get 3 if you kill the leader, and 1 if you kills a leader.
Yeah, that's on top of that. So if you kill the enemy leader, you get 6 points.
Yes, yeah, and then just I think it's 3 for breaking.
Yeah, 3 and 1 for breaking like normal.
1 for breaking, yeah.
Which I was pretty confident about for my army, because I thought, A, I've got Legolas, who can snipe at heroes and has an elven cloak to hide, and B, I got Thorin, who's quite hard to kill. I got Legolas, who has an elven cloak and can hide and snipe heroes, and Thranduil, who has an elven cloak. So not quite sure what's going to happen here, but I think it's going to involve a lot of shooting.
Yes.
But yeah, so we will get on with that and come back after the game.
Yep.
So here we are back from the chat afterwards, and it's a little quicker than we thought it would be. I think it's fair to say.
How long has it been?
What's the time? How long's left? Too long. Just under an hour. So 25 minutes, was it? It was about 25 minutes, and it went one way quite quickly. We both had a lot of shooting, as you said. Unfortunately, in the first round, 9 shots, I killed 6 Wood Elves. Fairly upsetting, and 4 of those were your archers.
The only thing that let you down was I should have taken Galadriel maybe.
Yeah,
just for the blind
if you had the blind ally, then you're 125 points down.
Against an arm with no shooting, that was brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Stand back shoot. But when you've got bows as well.
And I had the dwarf front line to protect me.
So hitting on 6s, and then you've got a lot of ones with elven cloaks as well.
So it was a really odd game, to be honest. Like, as soon as you lost those 4, you just had to come towards me. Yeah. And then you're marching a bunch of defence 3 elves towards me, and no one killed any heroes because Thranduil and Legolas were still hidden by their elf cloaks, and I just shot them 25% of them, so 1-3-0, which is obviously great.
I'll make a correction. It was actually only 20 minutes.
20 minutes, so it was a 20-minute game, or maybe a 15-minute game, I don't know. And yeah, so it ended with 3-0, and there was, this hasn't gone badly for me, but from my point of view, it's saying then, oh my god, I'm meant to be killing heroes.
So that's what I went for. I went for not the big loss.
Yeah. So you've tried to help yourself in the VP stakes. Yeah. I suppose if you kind of decide the game's gone, you've got to kind of minimise that.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, because that was like 9 shots, 4 dead elves, horrific. 6 dead elves.
6, yeah.
Just obscene. But yeah, so tournament ended there with slightly unexpected. So did you say you were on 3 wins and a bonus point?
3 wins to bonus point, 1 draw, and now that's 3 losses. So
Three wins, three losses. I've ended up on 5 wins, so you came back today. So 5 wins and 2 losses, very happy with that. And yeah, just sorry, cheers for the game. It was a very pleasant half. And we'll just show the final position. And so this is how the game ended. You see back here we've got Nathan's Leggy and Thranduil and an Elf Archer. And there was the Wood Elves that were trying to get towards the dwarf line. I killed that banner 5 times and it kept going past down the line. And there is the dwarf and elf line with Thorin, I think, back there behind that hill. But yes, that's how the game ended.
Do you all seriously want to wait till rugby's done?
It will affect the quality of the local SBG channel.
There we go.
Content.
Support your local channel.
So no, we're doing it. Cool. Everyone watch rugby and pretending to listen to us at the same time.
Thanks everyone for coming. It's our first sort of 100-point event, and it seems to have gone without a hitch since the weekend started officially. We won't go into detail about that incident, which made us 1 player down. So we're going to go straight into the awards. Which one do you want to do first?
Well, we might start with the not so wooden spoon, I guess.
The Woden spoon.
Yeah, the Woden, because someone pointed out I spelled wooden wrong. I didn't realise.
It's a tricky word.
It's called the Woden spoon today. Right. I don't know, I'm English. Right. Unfortunately, Scott has actually been ill today, so although he's actually come last, he's cheated. So I'm not going to give him the place
I will
last.
point out my brother kind of also came last with him.
What can you do with 2 trolls, eh? Right, so, taking Scott out of the equation, the wooden spoon goes to Ian Porter. Some credits. Yeah.
My biggest contribution to this community there.
None of you knew about this award, but the Dubakar with the incorrect punctuation, as Ed pointed out.
Dubecker.
This was
close enough.
This was an award basically for the most sort of heroic against all odds moment, which ironically also cost him some victory points, because Chris Murphy had Alfred charge the Knight of Umbar and Fell Beast and the Serpent Guard in an effort to get Alfred killed, so he got broken so the game ended. Unfortunately for him, Alfred won the combat, killed the Serpent Guard, and the Knight of Umbar was only 1 wheel, so he managed to kill the Knight of Umbar and Fell Beast as well. With an unarmed Alfred. So the Dubakar award goes to Chris Murphy and his Alfred.
Oh, they left me hanging there.
That's what you said of this
Do everyone. Yeah. Oh, you've got the screen in front of you, do that one.
So yeah, the most boring award, I think nearly 3/4 of people got a most boring vote. So apparently all of you bar about 5.
Crossed.
You can decide the 5. And the winner of this was Dewey Evans.
Just trying to smash trophies. This is on plan. Really? Oh, really? Okay. So, obviously, as every competition has, they have Best Army. Wasn't just for the best painted or the themed, it's collection. Now, for this one, let me just check that actually I'm about to say the right name. I'm pretty sure it's that one. I wanted to make sure I leave you in suspense. Yeah, it's okay. Well, Dewey Evans. Let's make sure we weren't going to give you too many prizes. So
And now on to the lovely glass trophies.
Let's do the best army.
Yeah, best army one. So, best army, he won it by a noticeable margin in the end. I think he, game-wise, regretted taking this army, but it has meant that he's got an award. So, Dan, would you like to come and accept your best army?
What did Damian win?
Best army runner-up. Second best army.
So, to save hassle, Ali's going to read out hers. I'm going to give you the little glass trophies.
I was going to say, should we do first, because we know who that is? Just keep them in suspense.
No, I won't do that way.
We do first, right.
First is boring.
Balling?
In third. By the way, between 11th and 2nd, there was only 3 tournament points in it. It's pretty much come down to VPs a lot of this. And sneaking into 3rd, he was around the top tables for most of the weekend, is Michael Romby. And then in 2nd place is world champion. And winning for the 2nd tournament in a row.
Oh, it's run out.
Our number 1 seed, the only seed who actually fulfilled his seeding, is Ed Bull.
Right, all you guys that have got trophies, you have got boxes for them. They're very snug. Don't break them as you're pushing it in. Okay, but yes. Well, thank you very much for turning up and hopefully enjoying yourselves. Thank you. Yes, I'm sure as you're all aware, we've got loads of tournaments throughout the year, but we are doing the final as well, so there'll be details about that later on in the year.
Next week?
What's that?
Next week?
Next week? Well, a little bit later in the year, give us a chance. I mean, we both work, uni, but yeah, hey ho, we never know.
Next tournament, I believe, is, what's it called, Sam?
It's not. No, it's the one at Sanctuary.
It's the Sanctuary Slayer replacement.
So it's at Sanctuary Gaming, run by Dan Bird and Owen Wright in Manchester.
Sutton. You can still stay at the 281.
We're booked in. It's only a 10-minute drive. It's fine.
Cheers for turning up. Did Wales actually win? No, it was a draw. Oh, it was a draw, so it may be safe to go home.
If it's over and the noise was devastating.
Okay, and thank you all for not bombarding us with questions and also no one arguing. It's always nice to have a friendly tournament, so yes. Thank you very much, you guys, and have safe journeys home.
Felt ill. Woo, yeah.
And this is the venue. This is Firestorm Games in Cardiff, which is kind of awesome. As you can see, it's pretty damn huge. There are all gaming tables down there, loads of gaming tables down there. There's a cafe over there, there's a Dan Hutwell over there, there's a shop in there, which is kind of cool. Got loads of really cool tables. They've got a Age of Sigmar table kind of up here for anyone who wants to muck about with that nonsense. But it does look cool. I'd like to play with that. It's pretty cool. There's kind of some display tables over here, which are kind of cool. Got like these woodland things, loads of foreground buildings. Really cool. I think we might have a deal with foreground because there's lots of foreground stuff on display. That looks pretty sweet. It's kind of cool. Graveyard. Some guys moving through it. Kind of cool. And loads more scenery here. There's all sorts of weird stuff going on. There's an old Warhammer Orc Siege tower, if I'm not mistaken. It's all kind of fun. And then on here, really appealed to my old man sensibilities. They got some really cool old GW artwork on here. So up here there's a Blood Bowl poster signed by Gary Morley, who sculpted a load of Blood Bowl models, and Jervis Johnson, who of course wrote Blood Bowl, and loads of other stuff. Really cool Batman table, which is really kind of fun. Who is that on the top? Is that Two-Face? No, it's Liam Neeson thingy. you know, what's his name? Come on, stop screaming at the screen. It's Ra's al Ghul. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? And some other guys around there, which is kind of cool. And nice Fabled Realms tables. So it's the sort of stuff that we use. They put the church over there. There's the Stoic Arms pub. Kind of awesome. And then over here is the SPG tournament and a Man of War poster. That's again cool. And these are our tables. So this is us all down there. It's the end of the last round, and there's Sam playing and Kieran playing X-Wing on grass, just like normal. There's everyone else, and we've just got to the end of the tournament. And that guy over there he is. He's gone and won it again. Congrats to Ed, he's taken the win. It's a Man of War poster again. More tables over here. And this is cool, there's a High Elf poster. So that used to be on the High Elf, first edition High Elf army book. I remember getting it. That's going to be Teclis on there, riding a dragon, which is really good. Yeah, so pretty cool stuff. Some of the tables, kind of pretty generic terrain. The kind of woods, the rocks, the towers, space. And more kind of huts and those houses. Yeah, it's very, very cool. It's awesome venue. Really good fun. We've got lots of other stuff there. The War Machine tournament going on over there. I think it's just casual gaming over here. And yeah, so that is Firestorm Games, and that's where we've been this weekend. And so I figured it's only fair. No one wants this, but Ed did manage to win it. So congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
How did it go?
It went well.
Yes.
I won the tournament. It went well.
6 out of 7?
6.5.
Oh, you got a draw.
We got a draw, which was
well.
But then I won games that I should have kind of lost against Chris Murphy, which I think you saw the courage test of the tournament.
Yeah, the horrendous courage test.
Yeah.
It was a bigger choke than my dwarf.
But no, it was good.
Courage 6 Squire here, -1.
No -1. All the wraiths were gone.
Just Courage 6 Squire
Just
here.
Courage 6 Squire here. No might, no well. Rolls a 3. See you later.
Oh, that's a disaster.
So that was okay. First game. Who did play first game? I forget. What was the first game? Rescue.
It was Rescue twice.
Yeah, that didn't take long. Turn 1 to kill their hero. I forget the second game. Third game. What was the third game?
The second one was against Ben, and you had to escape.
Oh yeah.
I overheard you saying that he was more trapped than you were.
Yes.
Third one.
Deployment was peculiar. Third one. We forget what the third one was, don't we?
It's taken hold. Taken hold. It was the spider. It was the eagle. It was right here.
Oh right, yes. Where I got his leader and broke him.
Where the Ed Ball luck came screaming to the fore once again.
Best way to do it.
Yeah.
Game 4. What was game 4?
Scouts won.
Yes, against David Reed. Had to use all 3 might with the Knight of Umbar in the first turn to get him onto the table. No, 2 might to come on, and then heroic moved on turn 2. Killed everything.
Well, kill that then, David. Honestly, I don't know. Got no might. Kill that.
Yeah. Game 5 was against Ian Spiller with his 9 trillion hobbits.
Yep.
Yeah.
Win that, Ian.
All you have to do is run up
get
to
the
him,
prizes.
Roll a 4+.
Yeah.
Roll that 4+. That's fine.
Did he not dig him up?
I dug a 1 up at the first opportunity with the Knight of Umbar, and then the Undying flapped over, dismounted and picked it up. And started the long haul back at 3 inches per turn.
Dragging it 3 inches. While hobbits refused to charge it.
Shelob went off to the flank and picked it up on second turn.
Gribble.
And just ran.
And Will Champion inexplicably lost the scenario that was unlosable.
Which I couldn't win, which I thought I'd won, and then there was a berserker hiding behind a tree who'd been perfectly placed for the whole game, so I didn't see it.
And then you get a game that is
kill the heroes against goblins.
So don't end tournaments on to the death. They're auto wins for red. Don't end tournaments on a slightly different to the death. They're auto wins for red.
Well, you know, sometimes people try doing recons and...
You didn't get the Goblin King though, right? You got...
I got Grinner and broke him and the captain.
It's a shame because Josh had it was a decent kind of filth army, but it was full of little killable heroes.
Interesting inclusion. really interesting. And only 75 points, but they've never done them in plastic or metal, which some people might say are decent materials to use. Of course. But no, it was good.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Dodge.
2 out of 2 now.
Dodged it again.
You at Sutton?
Yes.
Yes, that'd be fun. 500 points, I think.
No, it's not good.
It's good points value.
Good points value. Stupid points values at the start of this year. Well, very well done, Mr. Moore.
Thank you.
And happy trails. So we are now on the drive home. It is currently 6:15 and we're on the M4. And we've got Josh in. Hello. There he is. We've got Sam in the back. A little wave. And we've also got Kieran. But he got into the car, put his seatbelt on and went to sleep because he's a good passenger.
The minutes.
Minutes is optimistic.
Really? Yeah, I suppose so.
And
Did you get our car?
probably
You
not.
didn't, did he?
Currently in M4, maybe we'd be able to chat to you and have a little debrief, but I don't think it's worth doing because you probably can't hear us over the rain. I don't know if you can hear the rain, but this has been what it's been like for the last 3 days.
It's been joyful. Constant rain. And it's not rained.
Yeah, we came to Wales where they have stereotypically have a lot of rain, and it just rained for 3 days. Right?
3 days.
3 days of rain. Absolutely miserable.
Yeah.
So we're approaching the Severn Bridge, and I reckon once we get over that, the rain will stop because then we'll be back in good old England.
That'd be nice.
But
Careful what you say. Scots will be offended.
we've had a great weekend, but it was great. It was so very great.
Every day.
And I don't know if we'll do anything back in the house, but Josh, just congratulations to you because you were challenging for the tournament.
I was.
Right up to the end. Right?
Yes.
Yes,
had a very good second day. Yeah, it was good.
You're on the top table for the last game.
Was on the top table.
Playing against Ed.
Mr. Ed Bull, yeah.
That is a damn fine result.
Yes.
What was your highest finish before this tournament?
It was 7th in my first tournament last year at Finchley.
Oh, look who's woken up.
Yeah. And
It's Kieran.
yeah, very happy. It's bittersweet to be that close to playing
ultimate victory.
It's ultimate victory and denying Ed a win.
And to making the league interesting as well. We're all counting on you.
To keep it like it was last year for ages, where it was different winners, and then to finish 4th. But I'm still very happy.
Yeah. So Josh finished 4th. I finished 5th. Sam.
I came 13th.
Is Kieran still awake?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm probably 20th.
20th.
Solid.
Pretty solid performance for having 5 man ring race.
Yeah.
So a great weekend all round, and we would kind of have more of a debrief. But as I said, I'm pretty sure this footage will be largely unusable, and you want this to end as soon as possible. So great weekend in Wales. Awful weather.
Yes.
Truly.
I'm sure it'll be nicer in December.
Yeah. In case this is the last we see you guys, bye.
Bye.
And hello, welcome to Sunday night. We've got home, the guys have headed off, I've had a shower, which is nice. So I'm feeling very tired now, but I got home at a fairly reasonable time, got back about 9, and just wanted to kind of sign off from the hobby vlog really. We were planning on doing a bit in the car potentially, but as you probably saw in the last clip I think, the rain was pretty hard, and we didn't want to risk filming anything if the footage was going to come out really badly. So sorry about that, but as we said, Josh finished 4th, Sam finished 13th I think, and Kieran finished 21st I believe, which is still pretty good given that he had 5 man ring race. But it was a great weekend all told, really good. My first trip to Firestorm in Cardiff, really enjoyed the whole weekend, great seeing everyone. 7 great games. I was really pleased to play 6 brand new people, which was cool.
great to see Dewey get most sporting. He got my most sporting vote, so that was nice. A really nice guy, and yeah, just really great weekend all round. Really, really good fun, and I'd highly recommend you go to their next event, which is the league final in December. So you don't have to start planning for that one yet, but make sure if Ali and Matt running more games at Firestorm games, you check them out. So yeah, there you go. That's my hobby vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. It was quite fun doing it, and don't know how long, but I'm sure it'll comfortably pass an hour, I would have thought. But I hope you enjoyed it. It's given you another insight into what some of the independent tournaments are like. Until next time, don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe. Support Your Hobbit host by clicking on the links below. Follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Support Your Hobbit hobby. Happy strategy battle gaming. And I'm going to leave you with something else. That because we weren't talking about the tournament so much because we couldn't film because of the rain, and everyone was getting a bit dozy on the way home, so we decided to liven things up and have a bit of a sing along. Enjoy.
Baby, when you're gone, I realize I'm in love. Days go on, and the nights just seem so long. Well, I don't want to waste my time, become another casualty of society. I'll never fall in line, become another victim of your conformity. I think I see the future.
Low battery.
No! Shut up and dance, dare look back. Just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said, ooh, ooh, shut up and dance with me. I want your love and I don't want your revenge. You and me could write a bad romance. Whoa, 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 I want your love and all your love is revenge. You and me could write a bad romance. Whoa, 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 caught in a bad romance. Watch out, bad romance. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't want to close my eyes. I don't want to fall asleep cause I miss you, babe. And I don't want to miss a thing. Cause I just can't look, it's killing me. And taking control. Jealousy, turning saints into the sea. Turning through sick lullabies. Choking on your alibis. But it's just the price I pay. Destiny is calling me. Open up my eager eyes, 'cause I missed the bright side. Do you remember when we used to sing sha la 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 da? I want you to want me. I need you to need me. I love you to love me. I'm begging you to beg me. Didn't I see you crying? Oh, didn't I see you crying? Say it ain't so, I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home. Na 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 my power flurries through the air into the ground. My soul is spiraling in frozen fractals all around. And one thought crystallizes like an icy blast. I'm never going back. The past is in the past. Let it go, let it go. And I'll rise like the break of dawn. Let it go, let it go.
bother me anyway.
That was strong.
That was
very strong.
Oh, good work, gentlemen.
That was our best one.
That was great.
I'm guessing you don't have much experience with heat or singing.
I don't know. Probably on the harmonies were quite tight there.